Welcome.
Hello.
To the Sports Show. What's up, Grant?
How you doing, Lummy?
I got you up there. Got my big boy haircut. Thank you, Cooper Lips. Went and got my haircut before you got here. Watching a little college football while I was getting my haircut.
What games did you see?
He had Western Michigan versus Illinois.
Oh, Illinois killed him. Illinois is good. Illinois got a big matchup coming up at Indiana Saturday night.
What were they, number 9? Yeah, they were number 9.
Yeah. So Illinois and Indiana both undefeated. This is a big game. Very big game.
I know that we were talking a little bit before we went on about... Well, 813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA. Give us a call. About the USF game, Miami, I was talking to Grant, just trying to feel him out. I know a lot of people were talking a bunch of shit about how I just love being able to cheer for my team. And obviously, Miami came and was a better team.
They were. What
was your first, when you... After, obviously, the game, I know you probably watch it a different way than most people do. The talent level from USF to Miami, like how night and day difference is it, or are they pretty close?
Miami's top 10 talent at worst. Miami's talent level is really, really good. I'll be as critical as anybody about Cristobal as a head coach in terms of his game management, which is every year is terrible at least once or twice. But he can recruit, he can organize, he's a great CEO, and he's got a really talented roster. Really, really talented.
So is the U back? Would you say the U is back?
Everyone loves to say that.
They said last year where they start 9-0?
They said it for 17 consecutive years.
Well, that's true. I mean, they got to believe.
This is the best team they have. This team looks like they can compete at the highest level. And we can take a look at their schedule right now.
Let's see.
Florida State back-to-back. So they're going to – this might be Napier's last game.
Their College Game Day is going to be at he's going to be down there. Yes, they've announced College Game Day is going to be Miami versus Florida, which I'm kind of I don't really like that. I don't know, because I think they're probably going to be doing. I'm a College Game Day fan. I like when it's at like a school. Maybe they will do it at school, but I feel like it's just going to be at the the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, it is. But what were the other options this year? This
year?
This week. You could have had Auburn, Oklahoma, but didn't they already have Oklahoma for game day 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Well, let's see here real quick. Texas Tech, Utah.
That's Big Noon. That's Fox Big Noon kickoff. They're doing that there. Yeah. So I guess you could have had Indiana, Illinois for 7:30, but that's an NBC Peacock game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
What are the best matchups other than that? So
yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I heard they tried to get game day down there last week for the USF game, but they were having some sort of issue because, again, it's not their stadium.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that really helped probably the Miami. Well, I don't think it really mattered. I mean, Miami did have a chance to win that game in the NFL. The Dolphins. I watched that game.
Great game.
It was a great game. The Dolphins, I thought, were going to pull out, and obviously they lost. It's 0-2.
Back to college for now. NFL later.
Yeah.
NFL later. But we'll talk about Miami because this is the best team. Every year we hear that Miami's back, and they've started off, 9-0 a couple times.
Last year they started 9-0.
Yeah. This is the best team they've had. Cam Ward obviously was a great player too, but the talent around him this year is better than Cam Ward had last year, significantly. This is a legitimate playoff contender. I won't say playoff contender. I'll say legitimate. They can make the Final Four.
Okay.
Because there's going to be there's 12-team playoffs, so there's a difference between being a playoff contender. Like, I believe Indiana was a playoff contender last year, and they made it, but they were not a Final Four contender.
So are you trying to – so, I mean, you're pretty much saying this is probably the end of Napier in Florida after this game. You think they just fire him? If
Miami executes this week.
If Miami puts a beat down like they did against USF, and when I mean beat down, I'm talking about the score. A 49, a 30-point difference.
After watching those two teams play, the whole USF game, I'll take Miami 35-21.
Okay, yeah. So it's a little closer. I actually kind of expected LSU to beat Florida a little bit worse than what they did. But
LSU played very conservative. When the other team's quarterback is turning the ball over like that and your defense has that momentum, you do play conservative like that.
But back to Miami, they got obviously Florida coming in. A lot of people obviously are going with the Hurricanes. What is that early line? Do we know?
7.5.
7.5.
7.5.
I would be taking the Gators.
I take Miami early. I'll take Miami on that.
And then so they got Florida State at Florida State. Now you were saying obviously Miami. I think that's gonna. I mean, right there, that should have been. And I know, like we just talked about, there really isn't a great game day game to be at. But at this point in time, Florida State versus Miami would have been the ultimate.
They'll probably have it there next week. Florida State plays Kent State this week.
Oh yeah, so that's an easy victory right there.
But is that Miami game? Is that Florida State game? Is there a bye week before that? That's October 4th, so there's a bye week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. TBD. I thought.
But anyway, this Miami team is good, and we'll go back to that USF game. I'm not discouraged at all at USF. I thought they came in ready to play. I thought defensively USF was flying around. I know they got whooped. But
they did, yeah.
They got whooped. But USF moved the ball from 20 to 20, kind of got bogged down. The better team won. The better team executed better. USF would have needed to win the turnover battle. They would have needed to – what were the stats on – let's go to the third downs.
Third down, 7 for 11.
7 for 11 versus 7 for 19, and Miami's fourth down was 1 for 1. Anything over 50% is excellent, and that's obviously 63%. But you're talking about those. That's how you stop drives right there, and
and that's what right there that could have helped. That did help USF a little bit, but
Miami was not as disciplined. But I mean, Miami just they executed. Carson Beck is playing like a first round pick, and he will be a first round pick if he keeps this up.
Now the weather delay that happened,
tough one.
When you get in there, because you don't know, because it was going to be
30 minutes, right?
Exactly. It was like 30, then it turned into another 30 minutes, and another 30. It felt like it was going on forever. While you're sitting in there as a player, like what would you be doing?
Trying to dry off, like probably get for 30 minutes. You're probably not going to take your shoulder pads off, but you do at least want to you do at least want to get the sweat off you. But the second there's another delay, you better eat something. You better get prepared for an entire, you're going to have to warm up like it's pregame again, not just like it's halftime, because you're going to be sitting in there for a long time. And I know, like I told you, Brad Johnson used to change his whole full new uniform at halftime. This is kind of a nightmare for everybody when you just keep having to go back in there. It ends up being 2 hours, because at that point you have to have all the snacks. You probably get all your guys that are susceptible to cramping. You give them IVs when you realize it's going to be more than 30, because there's generally about all your super low body fat DBs and receivers should get an IV at that point. So you got to get the medical staff going. Try to coaching staff gets together at that point. 13 minutes left in the second quarter. You know what the other team's trying to do to different formations, so you can kind of switch up your game plan as needed, but.
Is it hard to come off like an hour and a half or an hour rain delay, especially with the coaching, to get back kind of like pumped back up and get going?
It's hard. Adrenaline. I mean, you're juicing yourself up, and then you're sitting back down, you're juicing yourself up. But I mean, it's just annoying more than anything. It's very, very annoying to be in uniform for now. What was it, 6.5 hours? Because you get in uniform about an hour before the game. You're in your shoulder pads, and they were in shoulder pads till 9:30 p.m. So 6.5 hours or whatever.
So as a coaching staff, are you sitting there? You're just trying to keep your guys up. Are you changing your game plan? Like what are you doing? Because obviously you go in with one game plan, and I believe the weather delay was right after the first quarter, start of the second quarter, correct?
Yeah. USF.
So are you going
through?
A punt. Are you going through your first? Are you still going through your first gameplay, or are you just pretty much throwing that away? Your game plan.
You're going to make adjustments to it, but at that point, a lot of times the coaches are looking to see. We're going to line up in 10 different formations in the first 10 plays of the game, or the first 15 plays of the game, and we want to see how the defense. How do they line up to these different formations? We can analyze it so we can see how we want to attack this. And with all that time, you don't want to. You want to just alert the quarterback, tell him what they're trying to do, just coach him up a little bit, but at the same time keep him loose.
You try to keep everyone loose.
Keep everybody loose. Keep everybody focused on. Hey, it was at that point. It was still a game, but it was unique because I was at my buddy's house watching games. He had YouTube TV, and so you have the four split screens.
Yeah. And
3 out of the 4 games we're trying to watch were delayed.
Yeah, Texas. I think Texas Tech,
and there was one other one.
USC was delayed.
USC Purdue, which Purdue's much improved.
USC's now ranked. I believe they're number 25.
USC looks solid. And let's check out their schedule because they. What do we got?
Let's see. USC should just go by top 25. I got it there. I know they play.
Just click back. There you go. Michigan State 3-0. Michigan State
11 o'clock.
All right.
11 o'clock on Fox.
Good. Oh, that's 11 p.m. out there, which is Michigan State's going to get back. That's always the game's going to end at 2:15. By the time you shower, interview, all that kind of stuff, it's going to be 3:15 Eastern time. You don't get to, and then you got to fly to LAX from LAX, and LAX is always busy. So you're flying out of LAX at 4 a.m. You're getting to East Lansing, Michigan, 8:30 in the morning. This is whoever Michigan State plays next week.
Illinois, or is that a bye week?
No, that's USC's schedule.
Oh, mine USC. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, click on Michigan State and see who they play next week because that's the tough game if they don't have a bye. That's a brutal schedule to have to go there.
They play Nebraska at Nebraska.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't get. Well, let's see. Did they get a bye week?
That's
October
4th. That's a bye week.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's better planning. But no, it'll be interesting to see. That's a late game out there. And Michigan State, are they for real or not? They haven't played a tough schedule yet.
Let's see who they played. They got Western Michigan, Boston College, and Youngstown State. Youngstown. Yeah, not much. Not much of anything. Boston College.
BC's a decent team.
Yeah, 42-40.
They're well coached. Bill O'Brien's a good coach.
Notre Dame. I was looking at the USC schedule. Now, do you think they're for real? Because I did not watch the USC game. I didn't have the 4-box Willie like you had. Is USC, I know they were not ranked.
Look at that 4-game stretch. Michigan State, Illinois, Michigan, and Notre Dame, and Nebraska.
Notre Dame took a little loss.
They did. That's a tough start for them. That was a great football game. That was an awesome football game. And Texas A&M needed that win. They've had some primetime losses over the last couple years, and Texas A&M with my buddy Colin Klein, offensive coordinator, he will be up for some head jobs coming up probably as soon as this year, but he should be selective because Texas A&M pays well. He can afford to stay there till he gets a very good head coaching offer.
What type of money like does a Texas A&M assistant coach make?
As an OC?
Yeah.
He's 1.6 to 1.8.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's it's going to have to be a high-level group of 5 team, or if not a Power 5. Like I would love for Golesh to stay here, but we're talking about you get an assistant coach like that. If Golesh would end up leaving, I would certainly love to see Colin Klein come here, and I think this is again, USF is one of the top 5 paying group of 5 jobs. So that those type of programs can at least go out and have conversations with coaches of that.
Now, in the Florida world, do you see, because Florida went out and obviously got Napier, he was at Louisiana.
Yep.
Do you see them trying to stay in conference like with an SEC, or do you think they're trying to go out? Because I know there has been some rumbles from, I think it's more just fans, but saying that they would love to get a Golesh going up to Florida, to Gainesville.
I think the first call is probably going to be Lane Kiffin.
I've heard there's been a rumor. Why is Lane? He went to FAU, and like, what's the love? I mean, I think Lane is. I actually would love him being like a US, a coach that I would be a part of.
Well, I mean, what's like the hoopla surrounding Lane?
Yeah, because it seems like he just jumps around a lot, and I know that he's been up and down.
He's been there for 5 years, though. I mean,
Ole Miss. I feel like he found a place.
Yeah, he did, and Ole Miss pays extremely well. He's making $8 or $10 million a year there. So you're really going to leave that for a Florida team that's kind of in disarray? But I mean, you talk about Lane Kiffin's college record. He's 108-52. He's winning 2/3 of his games. 47-18 at Ole Miss.
But he jumped from Tennessee. I think he went to
He did. And I mean, you got to remember, he got fired. He was a head coach of the Raiders when he was really young.
Yes. Yep.
And he got fired. And he Before that, he was USC offensive coordinator. So he goes to Tennessee. That's a massive coach. That's a massive job. That's a great coaching job. He's there for 1 year, and USC happens to come open. Retroactively, I'm sure he's like, I wish I didn't do it that way. But that was his dream job. USC was his dream job, and it came open, and he took it. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Do you see John Gruden?
Yes.
Jumping in the college realm?
Yeah. He's not going to get an NFL job when he's got the lawsuit with him at the same time.
I thought that got settled, or is it back open?
No, it got. They got the
Supreme Court taken over.
It's gonna keep going. Whatever the ruling is, it was a ruling for Gruden that he can continue the lawsuit. I believe that was in the Nevada court or something.
I mean, I think that's the only way.
Which is as an outsider, it looks like a pretty cut and dry case that they railroaded him.
Oh yeah.
So I hope Gruden sues the shit out of them and gets every dollar and coaches somewhere in college. There's no greater lover of football and no person on planet Earth that should be coaching football more so than John Gruden.
You can just tell he just has the passion.
That's what he is, man. He's a football coach.
Can you see, well, I mean, this is just a pipe dream in my world because everyone's going to say I'm full of shit or like I'm dreaming just like I thought USF was going to beat Miami. Because I know that it's been linked to a couple of different like SEC jobs.
Arkansas is going to come open if they don't win, which is a hey, Arkansas they've got the Walton family, they've got the Tyson Chicken family, and they got Jerry Jones. They got money there. They
got money as long as they have the right coach. Mm-hmm. But like someone like John Gruden, just with the passion of the sport. Let's say Golesh does leave. Can you see a John Gruden going at USF?
Oh yeah,
to tip his hand in college.
Yeah, he loves Tampa. John Gruden loves Tampa, and he's been here. I think we talked a little bit last week that there were some heavy hitters at USF that were trying to get feelers from the alumni to see how that would go over because we have such a, oh my gosh, John Gruden, he made comments.
Yeah, I know.
You have to kind of put those feelers out there, and I think anybody with a brain's like, if we can get Gruden, let's get him.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a no-brainer, and I've seen him a lot of times at the basketball games. I've heard from talking with the guy Warsaw that works over at USF in the football is that Gruden likes to go out there and watch practice or do a lot of things around USF. So it would be perfect. But like some people always just think is USF is just that beneath job. And I think it kind of came to light a couple years ago when Dion was tinkering with it. And Bubba being friends with Dion, we had that we kind of
it's not a Power 4 job. It is what it is.
Yeah, but like Dion was he said he told Bubba because we did an interview or Bubba did an interview with Dion and said he was really serious about coming to USF. He said that he loved it here. The only problem is that USF would not let him run the whole program.
Correct. Yeah, which I get from USF standpoint there. I mean, I have no hard feelings either. Dion would have loved to be in Florida. He's from Fort Myers, but
is that what did Levitt have? He had full control, right?
He had a lot of control, but in terms of control, what I heard with Dion was he wanted to only report to the president, not the AD. Is that correct? I don't know, but in terms of full control, who knows what the behind the scenes is? But I mean, your head coaches are pretty powerful guys.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can only imagine back when Nick Saban was at Alabama. He's talking to anybody but the president.
Yeah.
Even if the president really is.
The AD's coming to check in with him, not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, they're just, saying, hey, you're doing a great job. Not that it really matters.
Let's talk a little bit about you. Again, we'd love to
go back.
We love to speculate about coaching changes and all that, but we have a really good coach at USF, and I hope he stays here. But the schedule gets a lot more manageable now. You got South Carolina State this week, finally. Obviously playing an FCS opponent here at noon. Hopefully I get a good crowd to that game. This team deserves it after this 3-game stretch. Coming out of this 2-1, I don't think anybody could have expected that. And let's show up for the Bulls on Saturday. They deserve a good crowd. They made it out of this 3-game stretch pretty healthy, I believe. So let's whoop up on South Carolina State, but let's look at that schedule. You got Charlotte. Of those teams, North Texas, you see what they've done?
Yeah.
They just beat Washington State like 59-10. So in terms of group of 5 contenders, the non-Power 4, North Texas has thrown themselves in the mix. And
all those Texas teams, I feel like, just because...
Yeah, the talent around there is great.
Exactly.
The talent around there is great.
And I feel like almost all the Division I Texas schools have some kind of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some alumni back there, and all those guys, I feel like all the alumni in Texas want to win.
Oh, yeah. Well, shoot, look at the matchup predictor right there. 2 weeks ago, you would not have thought that the computers have North Texas as a favorite, but they do.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's at Texas, too, yeah.
Yeah, at North Texas, at DATCU Stadium down there.
How big is that stadium?
30,000.
I like that. That's a nice little stadium right there. Yeah, USF, I feel like, who going forward with USF do you see that could be a roadblock other than North Texas?
So the toughest games, that North Texas game is a good game. You see it on, is that a Friday? I think they play 2 Friday games in a row, right?
Yeah, they do.
Charlotte's a Friday and North Texas a Friday, so that's good. Yeah, good. So North Texas obviously very good. I'm intrigued. But then you got Memphis and Navy. Memphis and Navy are 2 good teams. Yeah, Navy is hard to play. We've talked about it a few times, but Memphis has about a 10-year track record of playing very good football. They've put a lot of players in the NFL, a lot of running backs. So Memphis is very good. You're playing at Memphis, and then Navy at Navy is a very tough matchup. But USF, I like what I saw. Obviously these first 3 games, and I'm still counting Miami. I think what I saw on that field was a bunch of guys that played their butt off. They were not as good at Miami, but they went heads up and they played their game. They flew around, didn't pan out against the top 5 team. So now let's focus on we're playing a team we should beat, South Carolina State, FCS team.
God.
Should beat them. Play well, come execute, win that game 42-10, and then you have conference play.
Well, look, the matchup predictor has 2% odds. Who's the South Carolina State Bulldogs? Struggled a little bit with Bethune.
Okay, they did already play.
South Carolina.
They play the Gamecocks. Let's take a look and see how they figure the stats from that game.
38-10. All right.
They were winning after the first quarter. All right.
Wow. Okay.
They outgained them. I mean, they had more time of possession. Wow.
Yeah, they held them to South Carolina to 2 fourth downs. Which South Carolina
3 for 12 on third.
Yeah, look at that.
But 253 yards is terrible. And you look at their other games. Go back up over their schedule.
Let's see. They play Wofford, yeah.
So I mean that is, and then they had a shootout with Bethune. So hey, man, you got to play well.
Yeah, you don't know who's going to show up on Saturday.
Come out with your foot on the gas and don't give a team that you're better than confidence, which is what Miami did to USF. Miami was better than USF, and they came out and scored, I believe, 4 out of their first 5 drives in the first half. So
yeah, they to them. Yeah, Carson Beck was dropping some dimes in there.
He was. He's playing with confidence, and Georgia did not have good talent at receiver last year, and you see what he can do with good talent at Miami. Miami not gotten some receivers, so.
So do you say right now that he's the best quarterback in college football?
Ooh. I look forward to seeing Oregon's quarterback Dante Moore. I look forward to seeing him. I believe in a couple weeks they play at Penn State, and I look forward to that. But
yeah, they play them next week, the 27th at Penn State.
Okay, and I also look forward. I saw John Mateer at Oklahoma a couple weeks ago against Michigan. That guy is really good. Really, really good. The ball flies out of his hand. He is a 6'1", 220-pound twitchy runner. He's got hips like a tailback, and he can beat you with his legs. And the other one, Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt. They just beat the shit out of South Carolina on the road. And Diego Pavia, the little 5'10" Hispanic kid, if you watch the SEC documentary, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That kid is a winner, and he is the ultimate chip on his shoulder. Just keep betting against him, because I won't, because I have seen what he's done over a 3-year stretch at New Mexico and Vanderbilt. He's like a Baker Mayfield at the college level. The way if you told him, hey, we're going to cut your arm off tomorrow, but we're going to win this game, he'd say, do it.
Yeah, Baker looked pretty amazing yesterday. Yeah, someone in chat, Camper Shout, said he looks like Baker 2.0.
Yeah. He's a stud. He's a really entertaining guy to watch. So top quarterbacks, Nussmeier has not played great to start the season, but we know he is a really good quarterback, going to get drafted really high. Drew Auer at Penn State, we know, is going to get drafted very high and has a good track record. I thought Gunnar Stockton played a really good game against Tennessee. We know Gunnar Stockton can run. He threw some really good balls, and I think every Georgia fan wanted to see that and needed to see that to have confidence going in. You have a squad at Georgia. You need the quarterback to be able to throw. Go back to that top 25.
Let's see here. There you go.
I think Tennessee is very happy with their quarterback, Aguilar from App State.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, basically the Nico trade, they're super happy they got him. I don't know if you've seen Utah play, but Devin Dampier, last year at New Mexico, he was, I believe, a 1,300-yard rusher at about 7.5 yards per carry. He was a mediocre passer on a below-average New Mexico team. Utah gets him out of the portal, and he looks like he is going to be the difference between. He could lead them to the Big 12 title.
Really?
And then Haynes King, Georgia Tech, beating Clemson. Haynes King has been a great college quarterback. I'm going to give a shout out to coach at Georgia Tech. I'm sorry, his name is. Why can I not think of his name?
There he is, right there.
That's Biff Bogey.
Right there, look at him. I know it's Michigan. I was trying to actually stump you up. I'm surprised your memory is just like absolutely ridiculous.
I'll think of it in a second. You don't even have to look it up. But his name is Brent.
Brent?
His name is Brent. I'm thinking Brent Pry because he just got fired at Virginia Tech. But the
damn coach is there. God damn it! Now
you're not the best at looking at this stuff.
Well, no, it's just this computer's a little slow up here. A football coach. And I'm trying to keep one window down to keep it.
Brent Key. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the windows because
Brent Pry just got fired at Virginia Tech.
See this? See this?
Yeah,
this is all for tomorrow's show.
I love it.
And so I'm trying not to have too many windows.
Oh, okay. But Brent Key, if you watch that game, it's a tie game. I think they had 3rd and 4 at the 39, and there was about 24 or 26 seconds left. And no timeouts. They ran the ball with the quarterback, didn't get the first down, and it's called either a Mayday field goal or fire drill field goal, where you don't have a timeout, you rush on and kick the field goal. And with I think by the end of the play, there was 21 seconds. It was super calm. Everybody gets set. Snapper, the holder is kind of in charge of that, and I used to hold, so you're kind of in charge of that of getting the snap. But they snapped it with about 2 seconds left, and he drilled a 55-yarder, and it was. Just a shout out to them. He was super calm on the sidelines. Everybody knew what they were doing. It was a well done play, and congrats to Georgia Tech, who's now in the top 25 firmly. It was
ACC's
excellent.
Loaded. I mean, right now, if you look at it, right? No.
How good? Who are we talking about?
Well, I mean, you got Miami.
Miami's good.
Florida State.
Florida State's good.
I mean,
Clemson's not as good as we thought.
No,
and Georgia Tech's pretty good.
Georgia Tech, well, I guess SMU, they fell off.
They fell off a little bit, but
Pittsburgh's good.
Lost to West Virginia.
Yeah, but
West Virginia just lost to Ohio.
Hold on. What I mean good is that they're going to put out competitive teams too. Pittsburgh.
We know they're competitive. I mean, by the end of the schedule, by the end of the season, there's going to be a bunch of 7-5, 8-4 teams who are not quite top 25. They're competitive.
Yeah,
ACC's like the Big 12.
What I'm saying is that I would be nervous if USF or if your team was going into Pittsburgh, because there's always that opportunity. They had enough talent when I was watching the West Virginia game. They looked good enough to beat a lot of the teams, or even hold their own against ACC.
Pittsburgh, I'll just predict losing record in conference.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would say looking at that schedule, looking at the conference standings, the teams that are pretty dang good. We already know about Miami. We know about Florida State. We know about Georgia Tech. Louisville's got a very good coach. Belichick's a wild card, but I mean, and SMU was good last year, but they've already lost. They play TCU in a couple weeks.
You think Belichick keeps it?
Their schedule's manageable. UCF,
Clemson.
Yeah, after Clemson, it's a bunch of mediocre teams.
Yeah, so we'll see.
You
pull out their winning record.
Yeah, things snowball. If they have a winning record in year one, that's a win. But go back to the quarterback play we were talking about. Ty Simpson looked really good for Alabama, and we'll see in a couple weeks how good he really is. Missouri's a good team. Missouri's kind of a wild card in the SEC. They always get forgotten. They always get disrespected. But Missouri's a good program, and they've had back-to-back 10-win seasons, starting off 3-0 in the top 25. You got to give a little love. Missouri fans got to be happy. And Auburn, I think this week is the Jackson Arnold revenge game, right? Jackson Arnold's now Auburn's quarterback. He was a transfer from Oklahoma. He was a 5-star about 3 years ago. So that's at Oklahoma, 3:30. Always going to be interesting because he kind of underperformed there, and now he's at Auburn. And Auburn is a Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze is.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he wins. He wins. This is now his year 3 at Auburn, so the pressure's on him. So we can look at their schedule real quick. I know in the SEC West, there's not going to be many patsies there, but this 3-game stretch, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Georgia, Missouri, it's going to get tough. So if Auburn, man, that's a tough schedule. So if you're Auburn, you got to beat Arkansas, Kentucky, obviously Mercer. You're making a bowl game. If they get to 8 wins, they're going to feel really good. That means they won two ranked matchups.
Is that enough for keep Freeze's job at Auburn?
I think I know Auburn has real deep pockets, but I think they have that if they go 7-5, I think he'll keep his job.
Because I know that there's whisper, but I feel like they just use him. But like we talked about the Gruden thing, they said about Auburn, possibly doing it because, like you said, they have deep pockets, and I feel like that's for every SEC school.
It pretty much is.
But.
And then have you seen Jake Retzlaff at Tulane, former BYU quarterback who got kind of kicked out because of their honor code?
Yeah.
He's at Tulane playing really well. I knew he was a pretty good athlete. I did not realize he was this athletic. He broke off about a 70-yard run in week 1, and then he had another game where he had 100 and some rushing yards last week. They play Ole Miss this week, so that's another Tulane's one of the top potential playoff teams from the non-Power 4. Look forward to seeing them.
So is pretty much with Ole Miss, and you're even saying like if Florida comes open with, and I know we talked about future, but like what's Ole Miss if this year? Like look here, right here.
Yep.
Their schedule is manageable.
Yeah.
Realistically,
That's LSU
make the playoffs.
Is good, yeah. Tulane LSU. So LSU next week, so we might have Ole Miss game day. 9:27. Well, that's going to be.
That's true.
Yeah,
and they probably picked that over Florida or Miami, Florida State.
Game day is going to. I'm going to predict that now. Game day will be at Vaught Hemingway and LSU, or Vaught Hemingway and Ole Miss. They're going to be over there in the Grove.
You ever been to that stadium?
I have.
Nice.
I saw it before both end zones had been renovated. So it must have been around 1996, 97 when it was, I believe, about 42,000 at the time, and now it's 66.
Do you see what upsets do you see this weekend?
The one you got to watch for right there is Tulane and Ole Miss. Tulane and Ole Miss is it's going to be competitive, but then Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan's favored on the road at Nebraska. Nebraska is a incredibly tough environment. You do know Nebraska is a better team than they have been. They're legitimately a bowl team now, and you're talking about a freshman quarterback who's incredibly talented in a tough environment. Let's see how he handles it. He didn't play great at Oklahoma. This is another big-time environment he's going to go into, and those are the two top 25 ones I look forward to seeing. Go down again. Who's South Carolina play?
They are playing Missouri.
I like that. That's a good game. I'll take Missouri's 11.5. Ooh, I believe.
Yeah, there was an injury with South Carolina.
Sellers may be out. Their backup is Luke Doughty. He's a very experienced player, 6th-year player. So
that was what I was going to ask you earlier. With the quarterback situation, what's going on with Archie?
Archie's hurt.
I saw it somewhere they were talking about his shoulder.
He's got what appears to me to be a shoulder problem, and I had a shoulder problem my entire senior year at K-State, and it hurt like hell to throw. And if they had the camera, if I was like a big deal, when I warmed up, like I was grimacing the whole time. And he's in the game. They've got all these great cameras, and he is grimacing when he throws with nobody around him. He is hurt, and the SEC has an injury report now. I know in the NFL you get fined for that, but they are hiding an injury.
So you're thinking that it's not him, it's Texas not wanting to reveal it.
Yeah. People are going to be tight-lipped, but he's got an arm problem right now.
So I mean, he's going to wait till the offseason? I mean,
he's good. He's good enough to play, but he also doesn't have the zip that you've seen on a guy that is looked at as the number one overall pick.
What was his last game? Was not good at all for him.
No, it's terrible. Against a UTEP team that's not good.
What did he have? Did he have four? What did he have last week?
11 of 25 for 114.
That's not good. Against UTEP, 27-10.
Yeah, they didn't score any points against a team. Has UTEP played anybody else? Click on UTEP.
Yeah,
UTEP, right there.
Yeah, Utah State, UT, University of Tennessee Martin.
Texas didn't score much more than UT Martin did.
Yeah, that's
not good. But check out Texas's schedule. When do they get into SEC play?
I hate doing that. Damn it! There we go. So they got Sam Houston,
Florida, Oklahoma.
Oh, they got a bye week. All right, so they got a bye week this week. No, they don't. Sam Houston. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sam Houston.
Then a bye.
And then Florida.
So maybe they're hoping, like I said, maybe it's not a serious injury to Arch, but he's got a shoulder injury, and that's just 2 + 2 = 4. When a quarterback is making faces like something's hurt when he throws.
Are they doing any cortisone shots or anything, you think?
I used to get shot up with Tuddle, and they can shoot you up, but if there's something structurally wrong, the arm strength's just not going to be there. Like I used to get shot up. We used to have probably like 8 or 10 guys that would get a Tuddle. I think it's TORADOL. Tuddle. It's the highest dose anti-inflammatory that's legal, and they just shoot it in your ass before the game, and it lasts for 12-ish hours. So I felt great. I still didn't have an arm, but I felt great. But then when it wore off later that night, I would always hurt real bad.
So realistically, unless something dramatic, he'll probably just have whatever it is. Now, okay, well, I'll go back to this. You're saying with the injury report.
Yeah.
What is the fine? What's the penalty on that?
I don't know. It's brand new, but it's brand new, and we'll see how the SEC handles it. But SEC injury report.
Let's see.
Penalty?
Yeah, let's just. Damn it.
Okay, so that's about faking injuries.
Yep. Punishment, faking injuries. Which there's a report out of Miami that USF does it. I feel like every school does it.
Yeah, USF did it.
Yeah,
and
submarine?
No. So USF, I saw somebody send it to me, and obviously I'm a grad there, but what they're doing on field goal is bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's what the report was.
It's bullshit.
Submarine.
They're acting like somebody's hurt. Because I went to the Boise game, and then I watched the Gator game. And again, I don't know how many of your starting offensive linemen are on field goal. It's generally a mix. But if you get your leg hung up there and on the field goal team, you can blow out your leg there real easily. So anytime I see an offensive lineman laying there after a field goal, my thoughts are with, oh shit, we just lost a starting offensive lineman for the year. And now I realize, oh yeah, they're faking it, and it's giving their defense a little bit of extra time, which, okay, but they're going to put a stop to it.
Here's the SEC injury. So it looks like a public reprimand and fine for the first offense. A head coach will receive reprimand and a fine of $50,000. Second offense, they will receive reprimand and a $100,000 fine.
Inaccurate or late reports. If Arch isn't on that report, that's that should be a fine because he's hurt
every time. Now, Kemper Scott said another upset that could be is Purdue beating Notre Dame.
I don't see it. Notre Dame's gonna win. I thought Purdue looked better. Purdue was an improved team.
Are they playing at Notre Dame or at Purdue?
I believe it's at Notre Dame.
I know. Now I'm going the long way.
Yeah, it's at Purdue. It's at Notre Dame. Sorry, it's at Notre Dame.
It's at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So Notre Dame will
they'll get their first win.
What do you think? I know the ranking system is bullshit, but everyone likes talking about it. It is what it is. But like Notre Dame, come on. I know they've had a tough schedule, but 0-2, still being in the top 25.
They lost to 2 top 10 teams by they had a bad snap or a bad hold, cost them the other day. Notre Dame, I'm fine with them being in the top 25.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
They got Purdue, Arkansas, Boise State, and the rest of their schedule is pretty.
Yeah.
That's something too crazy.
USC and Navy. And obviously Notre Dame's got the speed on defense to cause the Navy option trouble, because even if Navy executes and this is what I've noticed, when Navy and Army execute against the group of against the teams that are on their schedule for the most part and does everything right, they're getting 10-plus yards. They can execute everything perfectly against a school like Notre Dame. And like Notre Dame a couple years ago, Kyle Hamilton, I mean, that guy's just turning a 10-yard gain into a 2-yard gain. So Notre Dame's team speed and the fact that they now have they have NFL players at a lot of positions. They've recruited really well. Notre Dame, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're going to get to USC. They'll be sitting there at 4-2. Notre Dame's going to go 10-2.
10-2?
10-2 and make the playoffs.
Really?
They will.
Nice.
Quarterback's going to get better. So I'm not even a Notre Dame fan. I'm pretty much a longtime Notre Dame hater because I think I talked last week about how they always got overrated.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of times the rankings in the press. It's like they got to keep certain teams in the top 25 in the beginning.
And that's if they go 10-2 with that schedule, they're probably going to be in the playoff. I would put that at about 98%. And they will always get the benefit of the doubt because they are such a draw because money still talks.
Yeah. It's just like Alabama. I'm not saying this year, but I'm saying like Alabama I always feel like has to be in the ranking.
For the most part. But, hey, they chose SMU over Bama last year, so I give them credit.
No, money talks.
It does.
And SMU money talk too.
It does. But that's how the SMU got in the Big 12. Or the ACC, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of deep pockets there.
Huge.
So, yeah, pretty much.
Arkansas, Memphis, that's another good matchup. Let's see. Memphis, like I said, one of the other teams, along with USF, that's going to be fighting for that playoff spot in the non-power fours. See how they do with Arkansas. It's going to be at the Liberty Bowl. So, Memphis will get to play in front of a big crowd at home. Looking forward to that.
Xerxes 69 says Notre Dame schedule shit. They play a couple big schools and then it's just shit the rest of the year. That's what a lot of people think about Notre Dame, though. I mean, because
let me go back to Notre Dame's schedule.
Because they always got. It feels like they always got to play Boston College. They always got to play USC. They always got to play Pitt, Purdue.
Notre Dame's schedule. I mean, Miami and Texas A&M are not traditionally on their schedule, but they give them credit for playing two big time teams. They go out of conference. They have the ACC deal, so you know they're going to play. That's how and now Boston College is a traditional rivalry, but Pitt, Syracuse, the schedule, it's okay. I mean, they're going to play 3 total top 25 teams.
Yeah, it's nothing to say Notre Dame has the, I mean, all you got to do is look at an SEC school, Florida. Just look at their schedule and you just go, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you never know who you're going to get in the ACC. I mean, it's very possible NC State's ranked when they play them, but Notre Dame's schedule, I would say, is 30th hardest schedule in the country. I don't know. I'm not sure there's official ranking somewhere, but I would say it's the 30th hardest schedule.
Oh, let's look it up real quick.
We can, and you want to get on to NFL?
Yeah, I was going to say. Rankings real quick on that one.
Strength of schedule. Notre Dame obviously high right now, but as a whole for the season.
Yeah, they got it first, of course.
Click on them, see if it shows the whole team. So it shows the whole for the season.
No. Still first. Let's see over here. No, power rankings. Yeah, so a little more recent. Yeah, you look that up. I'll pull the NFL. Big NFL though, man. Listen,
awesome. The Bucs started 2-0, and these are the type of games.
Baker Mayfield, man, he just
Baker played his ass. He's gonna be sore as shit today. And when you saw him get sacked and get rolled up, he's thick, man. He's got thick, dense legs because he's gotten rolled up several times in the last couple years, and he plays the next week. We all know Baker is extremely tough, but he shows it every week, and it's. He's what do we talk about? He gets 3 or 4 first downs per game with his legs that are absolutely crucial. And the game was, if he didn't, it's 4th and 10. They went for it with 3 timeouts, and
after a big drop.
All right, Notre Dame 34th hardest schedule.
Okay,
34th hardest schedule. But they went for it. 3 timeouts remaining. They had a little bit more than 2 minutes, but if he did not get that first down, their likelihood that they win that game is almost nothing. Instead, it gives them huge momentum, and that was a great drive. I thought the offensive coordinator, Grizzard, obviously it's only his second NFL game as a coordinator. I thought he did a very, very good job.
We picked him up from
he'd been there. Cohen.
Yeah, but I'm saying before that.
I
didn't he come
know.
in the system?
He probably came with Cohen.
Yeah.
But I thought, and look at the running game. That's excellent. Both Bucky and Rashad White.
He was a shot in the ass right there.
No, he's you know how good he is out of the backfield. Didn't do much in the pass game. Didn't need to, but your two running backs, 27 carries for $136 and a long of 16. So it's not like there's one long run to skew the numbers. They were getting good, solid yardage almost every time. Bucky had the huge catch and run, 22 yards, made one man miss and then broke 3 tackles, which was amazing. I got to give the Bucs a little bit of criticism. You cannot have a punt blocked.
Nope.
You cannot allow that to happen.
They just looked like nonchalant on that one.
They came close earlier in the game, and I know that whoever the Houston special teams coach is saw that, made the right adjustments, and got the next punt blocked. But also, Bucs clock management was bad. When they hit Mike Evans down to the 8-yard line, 2 timeouts, 28 seconds left.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
You got to call a timeout.
Yeah.
And when you have 2 remaining, because they might not have even gotten a 4th down play. If you call a timeout right there, you have 28 seconds and 1 timeout. You have 1st down and goal. You can still run the ball, but they let it get it takes 15 seconds to call a play and snap the ball.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. And they got it to Cade Otton. He got a couple yards, which was fine, out of bounds. So you still have 2 timeouts.
But now 9 seconds.
9 seconds.
You can't do much.
You have 9 seconds. You're getting 2 plays max. You're not even going to get your 4th down play. And it's almost like,
whose call is that, you think?
I mean, Bowles is the head coach.
There's been a lot of people that say Bowles does not manage his timeouts well at all. They've said that last year.
Hire me. Like, God dang, that's the thing. All these guys, and there's a million guys out there smarter than me, but you just need an analytics guy to tell you timeout. But Todd Bowles isn't involved in the offensive play calling, so he should 100% be the guy who is managing the clock, unless he wants to defer that to some Harvard nerd, which I'm fine with. Pay somebody $100,000 to come tell you when to call a timeout, because that could have cost them the game, and it cost them 15 seconds. Even when you finally realize so many times. So
didn't they call a timeout? Didn't they call a timeout after it was already stopped too?
Yeah, which was I don't recall. But
oh no, they called a timeout after with Cade Otton. Cade Otton got out of bounds, and then they call a timeout.
Yes,
there was
they did.
There's no point of that.
Well, that's fine. Well, you want to collect yourself. Tell the team that, hey, we can still run the ball here, all this, all that. But when with 28 seconds left, they complete the ball to Evans. I get that there's some gray area right there of do we or don't we call a timeout. And when you wait 5 seconds, you think to yourself, okay, we got to just keep going. No, you can still 4 to 5 seconds and call a timeout is fine. It's better than 15, because think about it. If you wait 4 or 5 seconds and you think, oh man, I should have called it 5 seconds ago, but you still call it right then, and you got 23 seconds. You got 1 timeout remaining. The ball is at the 8-yard line. You're gonna get 4 plays off.
Let me ask,
you're gonna get 4 plays off.
How about this mentality though? Because obviously with the the Bucs, obviously their game plan definitely changed after the Geeky. He went down. I mean, their offensive line was changed up their whole entire game plan. I mean, Baker was running for his life.
Yes,
but they're running up there with that much time. The defense can't make a substitution if the offense doesn't, correct?
That's why Houston called that timeout to get their pass rushers on the field. Both Hunter and Will Anderson, elite pass rushers. There was a 3rd down, and they were not in the game, and Houston called a defensive timeout to make sure they had their guys on the field, because the pocket was collapsing on Baker basically once Gedeke came out of the game. And
is that why that the possibility that they didn't call a timeout and got it down, they wasted that 15 seconds running up. So
they just screwed up. Okay, they just screwed up because the
personnel was still on that the Texans needed.
Well, you have a 1st down and goal, and you need a touchdown. You want to make sure you give yourself a chance to get all 4 plays off, and they did not do that. That was a mistake. And now I'm super happy they won that game, but that was a mistake.
I'm glad that, because I was watching it.
Offensive line, Gedeke, I know he had an ankle coming in. I assume it was probably a re-aggravation of that ankle.
They showed him on the sidelines, and he said they stomped on that shit. And they showed him again, and he said they fucking stomped on it.
I didn't see that, but
they had the camera on him when they were talking about him, and I read his lips, and then I rewound it, and I'm 90% sure that he said they fucking stomped on my ankle.
Hey,
and Texans the Texans have been known as a dirty team. I mean, it would be a perfect example. Let's get fucking Gedeke out. Now they're down their two best tackles.
The Texans have a reputation?
Yeah. Well, okay. Some of the players on the Texans have it.
I think you're just making stuff up now.
What are you talking? I guarantee you look that up.
I mean, go ahead and look it up.
The players have said DeMarco
DeMeco Ryans?
Whatever his name is, yeah, out of Stanford. I'm telling you.
DeMeco Ryans played at Bama. DeMeco.
Who the fuck?
Not DeMarco Murray. DeMeco Ryans.
Okay, whatever. But the coach for the Texans is DeMeco Ryans. Yeah. I'm just telling you, there's been that. God damn it. This keyboard's like a fucking thing. I'm just telling you, the Houston Texans are a little of maybe this is some of their players. God, hold on, Grant. Listen, I got to be a little T-Rex when I'm doing this keyboard.
Is it your fat sausage fingers or is it a keyboard?
Well, so the keyboard is right at the edge of the board. So I literally.
Well, what are you attempting to look up? Because I can type it even with my
dirty team. Because remember, I mean, last year they had a lot of. They had a lot of personal fouls.
Okay. I mean,
Texans caused another terrifying injury with a late
you're
hit
talking
weeks.
about Aziz.
That's not that. No, but they were saying there's other players on the team.
All right. I mean, we're really going to dissect.
The Houston Texans are at it again. Don't read that part.
Okay.
Who claims he does not teach us blah blah blah. Of course, there's circumstances, bad hits, blah blah blah. I'm just saying. Against the Dolphins on Sunday, wide receiver Grant DeBoe went down a late hit from Kalen Burnett. See, I'm just telling you, there's a history there.
There's a little history. I gave you a lot of shit last week about you being a kicker, but apparently you're correct here.
I'm not saying they're the dirtiest team in the NFL, but they looked fast. Their defense looked good.
Stingley's really good. Stingley is really good.
Yes.
Both pass rushers are good. And I will say for the Bucs, with Gedeke going out, you now have Tristan Wirfs is one of the best offensive lineman in the league. Gedeke's a top 10, top 12 right tackle. Without those two guys,
he's paid.
You got to give a little hand to the run game. The offensive line, they were getting pushed back in pass protection, but we just saw that with Bucky and Rashad getting 135 combined yards. And it makes sense. Tristan Wirfs is as good a pass protector as there is in the NFL, and they just paid Gedeke $20 million a year because he can pass protect. And obviously, the backups are not as good, but
that's why they're not.
Well, but I'm saying, like, if you want to give them a rating, Tristan Wirfs would be like a 97 overall in pass blocking and like a 92 in the run game, right? And Gedeke probably like an 89 pass blocker, 81 run. The separation, the backups are closer to the starters in run blocking than they are pass blocking.
Well, yeah, that's traditional.
Yeah, you're going to be big, strong guys that can road grade. They might not be. I mean, Tristan Wirfs is insanely athletic, and that's why you know how strong he is, but he's insanely athletic, and that's why he's such a good pass.
I remember everyone made a big deal at the draft when he was jumping out of the pool.
But you just watch him move. Like, you just watch him go through drills, and just the way he moves. He's an elite athlete, and Gedeke's a very good football player, too.
Have you ever had turf toe?
Yeah, it was awful. It was almost identical to the way Burrow got it. I saw it. That toe snapped.
There's nothing you could do, because I was asking Dr. Dan here, who used to be the Bucs, and he was saying you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah,
the only thing that's going to take is time.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow is a pretty good athlete who moves in the pocket. And you saw him limping like that.
Mm-hmm.
They could put like a steel plate in there. If this were end of the season and they were going to go to the playoffs, he wouldn't get surgery. He'd play through it, and he'd just be a Dan Marino statue. But this is early enough in the season. They're going to try to. He's your franchise quarterback, and you need to get this taken care of. And Jake Browning is a pretty good backup, and they also should probably just trade for Jameis.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean,
are you a Jameis fan?
I am a Jameis fan, and I know. I mean, it's good for ratings. Come on, put Jameis with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. He's targeting Jamar Chase 20 times a game and T. Higgins 15 times a game. Those games are must-see TV.
Yeah, Jameis is must-watch. I don't know. I was not a fan when he was a Buccaneer.
He just got
LASIK. Did he just get his LASIK done again for the 12th time?
Yeah, maybe so. But Jackson Dart's now the backup in New York, so Jameis is the third quarterback.
Come on, yeah. I mean, how is he just? You're talking about get him to become the starter at Cincinnati, and this guy,
Not saying the starter. Jake Browning's played a lot of football and played pretty well at times, but
the first hiccup you put Jameis in.
I mean, he'd have to learn the offense, but Jameis Winston is sitting there as a third stringer now in New York. You've got a first rounder in front of you as the 2. If you're the Giants, you can probably get a 5th rounder for him. And if I'm the Giants GM, I do that. He's not playing for the Giants this year.
No, unless Wilson. That's obviously 2 injuries happen.
Jackson Dart's there.
I know, I'm saying, but he gets injured.
Yeah.
So, I'm saying if they get 2 injuries, the chances of that pretty unlikely.
Your season's toast anyway. You might as well get a 4th rounder for a guy, 5th rounder for a guy on a 1-year contract.
That's true. Get Tommy DeVito back from the Patriots.
Exactly.
the fucking Lions, man. Did you watch that game?
I did not watch it. It was already over before I even looked at it, but Goff tore him apart. Look at that. 23-28 for 334.
Well, I mean, look at stats. Russell Wilson against the Cowboys.
That was a great game. Russell Wilson, man, he can still throw a deep ball. He can still really throw a deep ball. And then Dak played great also. And then a 63 or 64-yard field goal
by Bailey.
No,
it's Zipper, whatever the fuck
Aubrey.
his name is. Yeah, whatever. Whatever his name is. He literally kicked that.
He's going to make a 70-yarder this year.
He did not look like he even tried on that kick.
I mean, it's like a golfer, Lummy. If you hit a golf ball 350 yards.
Well, I'm not a good golfer.
I mean, just watch the guys who, and same with Aaron Judge. You hit a 460-foot homer. It looks like he didn't even swing. But Brandon Aubrey, 64 yards. And it hit the net. Those nets are at least 5 yards back. They're going to attempt. You saw was it Jacksonville?
Yes, in preseason.
You saw a 70, and that was on grass outside. In the friendly confines there of AT&T Stadium, a.k.a. Jerry's World, they're going to try a 70-yarder.
And he could get it.
Yeah. But big win for the Bengals, but because of Joe Burrow's injury, that's going to overshadow everything. Go back up. Redskins. Is Jaden Daniels?
He's hurt.
Going to play? Well, it was an ankle, right?
Yeah. But
who is their backup?
Marcus Mariota.
Okay. The guy who quit on his team in Atlanta? Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's with the Commanders now.
Well, he quit on his team in Atlanta.
Is he going to go by the Redskins? The Giants look good. Obviously the Lions look good. Matthew Stafford. I mean, he's as good as it gets, in my opinion. I mean, he
is. If you talk about how beautiful somebody can throw a football, Matthew Stafford's up there. Very, very solid. 23 to 33, 298, 2 touchdowns. Hooked up with Devontae Adams. That's his first touchdown in a Rams uniform. Good for him. And the Titans, Cam Ward did make a ridiculous touchdown throw.
Yeah, across his body. Tell you
and
not
then,
to do.
Yeah, Patriot. I mean.
Yeah, but the Dolphins lost. They gave that game up.
Field goal. Special teams, man.
Back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
I mean, you can't have that.
Antonio Gibson's return. Did you see the wall that just stayed on their man? Stayed on their man. It was great. You got Mac Jones having a great game in San Fran, which supposedly Kyle Shanahan was a huge fan of Mac Jones coming out. But click on that. Let me see how – I didn't see how the Saints quarterback played. Did
Spencer Rattler? Yeah. 3 TDs. I mean, 25-34.
I mean, it's not very – you're not throwing the ball downfield that much, but he's efficient. I will take that every game. 21 points.
He didn't really rely on Kamara much. I mean, I know he got 6 receptions.
Kamara got 21 carries, though, for 99. So.
Oh, I'm saying for the passing because, I mean, Kamara is one of the best backs out of the back.
6 catches. Just not, he didn't get much out of it.
Exactly.
6 catches. But they did – I mean, 34 attempts for 207 is not – you're not throwing the ball downfield a lot. They did hit Rashid Shaheed, who is a very good player, great speed. He had a 39-yarder. Other than that, it's a lot of dink and dunk.
But Mac Jones was he was dropping some dimes.
Bills slaughtered the Jets. We weren't surprised there, and I believe Justin Fields is hurt. Iffy, and that's who the Bucs play this week. So we might get a little Tyrod Taylor action. Who is?
I don't like that.
Tyrod Taylor's Captain Checkdown, man. He's Captain Checkdown. That's a very good athlete. Now, obviously, I think he's about my age. Maybe he's 2 years younger, but he can still move, man. He can still move.
No, I'm saying I don't like that we're playing that we would face Tyrod Taylor.
I'm a Bucs fan, so.
No, I know, but I'm saying I'm not a fan that we would be watching because
I don't
the
like
Bucs
I don't like anybody to get hurt, but I mean Justin Fields. He's an elite athlete, and he had a great week 1. How'd he play in week 2 before he got hurt? Obviously, doesn't look like. Just go back, and just click on the score over there, the box score.
Come on. There you go. Come on, Gregory.
Right there.
Box score.
Thank you.
He got hurt in what, the second quarter?
He threw 3 for 11. He had a shit game.
Well, yeah, he got hurt. I think second or third quarter.
He had 49 yards rushing and 5 carries, so he was running the ball a little bit, but he must have got hurt early and.
I think he went out in the second quarter.
Buffalo took care of business, though. I mean, look at Josh Allen's stats. He didn't have to do much. He had a 40-yard run though. But
yeah, James Cook took.
James Cook had a great game. But you get a quarterback, a good quarterback to lead, and when they know they're up 23 at halftime, you're not losing that game if you're Josh Allen. You just play conservative, run the ball, punt if you have to.
Then you got the Seahawks just taking it to the Steelers.
Yeah, Darnold had a great game. Rodgers threw a red zone pick.
Then they had the special teams thing go on.
That's
coaching.
It is normally. And Tomlin is a great coach. You have to beat these rules into these guys. Especially that's a rookie running back. He's not getting any carries on offense, but he's your kick returner. The amount of guys that don't know the rules in general of football see it all the time. And it's like, guys, this is unbelievable. This is your job. Learn the rules. Ask questions.
The Ravens, the Browns, typical Browns just not showing up. Joe Flacco. How did Joe Flacco do? 25, 45, 199.
That's
TD
not,
and a
not
pick.
very well.
No, not much. Good. They put Gabriel in 3 for 3, 19 yards, a touchdown.
Lamar had a great game. Very efficient. Really good. And he only ran the ball twice. They shut down Derrick Henry, but it didn't matter. But a 21-point fourth quarter. So it was competitive.
It was close.
Into the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
Into the fourth quarter. The Browns gave themselves a little bit of a chance. How about Danny Dimes?
2-0 for the Colts.
2-0. But they got that. Look at Jonathan Taylor. 25 carries. He's a great running back. You've got a pretty good offensive line. Give him the ball.
The Broncos are no team to sneeze at.
Broncos have a good defense.
They do.
They have a very good defense. They have a Super Bowl head coach.
Bo Nixon, a lot of checkdowns. But that's Sean Payton's offense, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, get the ball to the running backs out of the backfield.
Yeah, because let's see here. Yeah.
RJ Harvey not very involved yet. Only 5. He was their second-round pick. UCF running back.
Yeah, 5 carries, 8 yards, 1
and
out
only
of
1 catch. He's a good. They drafted him second round. So.
Yeah, it looks like the Colts. Tyler Warren playing tight end for him. Looks like they spread the ball.
Tyler Warren's a stud. He's
from Penn State.
Penn State. He's a great player, and I still cannot believe that I think Colston Loveland's very good, but the Bears went tight end and they didn't pick Tyler Warren. I was shocked.
Yeah, he was the number 1 tight end coming out of in the draft, wasn't he?
Loveland got drafted ahead of him.
Well,
all right, Cardinals 2-0.
Yeah,
Did we miss a game? Did we miss it? Nope, we didn't.
No. So, Kyler Murray was looking good. Panthers just they can't seem to win.
Click on that box score.
That's 220. He was running around, keeping plays live. Listen,
that's efficient. He threw that pick, but that's efficient.
Yeah, but it was 20-3 at halftime.
Was it? Yeah. Bryce Young had to throw the ball 55 times.
Yeah,
you do not want any quarterback throwing the ball 55 times.
Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries, 38 yards. They had to change up the whole plan. That's why they got 13 cheap points in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals were kind of just...
That game's a lot closer on the scoreboard than it was in reality. Chiefs-Eagles.
That was a good game.
It was a good game, and the difference in the game was the interception in the end zone.
Do you think... everyone's saying now the Chiefs are done.
No. Click on their schedule. Chiefs win. I'm not a bettor. I don't. But I would take if you gave me Vegas 10.5, I'm still taking the over.
You got the Giants at New York, Ravens, Jaguars, Lions, Raiders. They got a tough schedule.
They do.
At Giants.
Look at the end of their season. They're going to go on a 7-game winning streak.
From the Colts on?
Yeah.
If Danny Dimes isn't dropping dimes anymore?
If they need it. If they need it. Now, they're calm down. Calm down about the Chiefs. They lost by 3 to the Super Bowl champs, and they threw an interception in the end zone off Kelsey's hands, got picked, right?
Yeah.
That's a tough. I was impressed by the Falcons.
Well, let me look at the stats real quick.
Oh, Saquon carried the load.
Yes.
Which he should. But they didn't do much offensively. 22 attempts for 100 yards by Jalen Hurts is but those are two good defenses.
Pacheco, 10 carries, 22 yards.
Nothing. They didn't get anything going on the ground. Kareem Hunt, 8 for 31. Mahomes runs the ball well. Mahomes he's another interesting runner. He always gets yards on the ground.
I was going to say he's a smart runner.
He is a smart runner. He is a great athlete that is hideously unattractive athletically. Like, he's got an odd body. He doesn't look pretty when he moves, but he is a great athlete. Great athlete.
Dad bod moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Falcons are impressive.
Well, look at the Falcons' run game.
Yeah.
So Tyler Algier was a 1,000-yard rookie. And he's about 235 pounds, and he is an absolute load to bring down. And the combination, we all know how good Bijan is. Bijan is absolutely spectacular in terms of how good his feet are. Everything you'd want in a running back is Bijan Robinson. He is incredible. And he makes things look so easy that are incredibly hard. But Tyler Algier needs carries. He is really hard to bring down, and he is a tank. So combined for 220 yards rushing right there.
38 yards, 38 carries.
38 carries. So they got to that's the kind of team they're going to be. Penix only had to throw the ball 21 yards. He didn't throw any picks. And they dominated defensively. The defense dominated the game, which makes you feel good as a Bucs fan. That game in week 1 was a tough game. The Falcons last year were not a good defensive team, and they played pretty damn well the other day defensively.
And then you got McCarthy's out, right? JJ's out.
He's out. I believe it's an ankle. It's going to be several weeks.
Who's their backup?
Is Carson Wentz.
What do you think of Carson Wentz? The guy's played on like 6 different teams. Obviously he's talented.
Extremely talented. His last year as a starter, he was the Colts quarterback.
Yes.
And I want to say, if you look at his stats that year, he threw or was it Redskins? Colts.
It was a Colts. Yeah, because
he had like 26 touchdowns and 7 picks. Stats were good on paper, but the last week of the regular season,
he threw like 4 picks. They
didn't throw 4 picks. They just lost to a bad Jaguars team. No.
Didn't he get hurt?
No. So go to stats. Carson Wentz stats.
Yeah, I know.
Go up, and just type in S.
I know. I was trying to avoid it. Usually, listen, they have the pro reference. Yes, I know. They usually have it. Okay. Dick.
Yep.
Let's see here. 9 of 8.
27-7 touchdown interception. Click on that 21 right there.
So look at that.
And look at the game logs. Jacksonville, they lost. If they won the last 2 weeks, they had to win one of those 2 games, and he 185. 17 to a bad Jaguars team. Click on the Jaguars that year.
26-11.
They went 3 and 2-14.
Oh, Urban Meyer.
They were 2-14 that year, and if they won that game, they probably would have signed him to a long-term deal. But he is a pretty good quarterback. His career numbers are pretty good. He's got a big arm. He's 6'5". He's 230 pounds. He runs well.
153. Yeah, 153, 67, 22,000 yards.
Honestly, right now, if you were before the season, if you said, hey, I got a football team in the NFL, would you rather have Daniel Jones or Carson Wentz as your starting quarterback this year? I think most people would probably still say Carson Wentz.
I'd say Carson Wentz.
Yeah. He has a better track record of playing good football.
Is that the year I'm thinking of? His 15 picks with the Eagles? I know there's one game I thought he had like 4 picks, but whatever.
A lot of multiple interceptions.
And then you have obviously the Bucs we talked about, and the Chargers, Raiders.
Chargers defense, they were the number 1 defense last year statistically, and they dominated that game defensively. Herbert threw a beautiful touchdown to Quentin Johnston, 60-yarder. Herbert's got a great arm.
Did you watch the game?
No.
Okay, I was going to say.
I went to bed. I was kind of juiced up for about 35, 40 minutes after the Bucs game. So I watched a little bit, but I went to bed. But the the Raiders didn't. The Raiders' offensive line's not very good.
Yes, man, didn't even put their scores.
Yeah, Genty's going to be very, very good, but they're not even getting. Genty had 11 carries for 43 yards.
Bowers played, right?
I don't even know if he was.
I can't
active.
even look at the damn box score.
Click on Gamecast.
I don't got anything. ESPN said, "Fuck that game."
Yeah, it might have. Nothing.
Yeah,
I looked at it earlier too, but I didn't. They're at 218 yards for the Raiders. Nothing.
Yeah, Gino's throwed it away at fourth down.
That was bad.
Yeah, I guess there's big controversy. Tom Brady was up in the box.
Well, I mean, I talked about that with my last client. I said it is obviously a conflict of interest to be an owner and to be a commentator, but just play the chess game. If I'm playing, if Brady's coming to interview me, I can give him bullshit information. He's going to have to die. Oh, am I actually going to take this back to to a team I own, or are they just bullshitting me? So I tell them this, and we're preparing for the bullshit. Like, play the game. It is what it is.
Yeah, I broke this to you, which I'm a little surprised because it seems like you are just completely Grant. I'm typing in fucking Grant. Brady and his flag football.
Oh yeah, go to the flag football.
I'm surprised you didn't know. They haven't announced it all, but there's supposedly 3 teams. It's going to be in March. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia. God damn it. After this, I'm going to show you how this damn keyboard's set up. Yeah, inaugural flag football right here. To promote the new Olympic sport.
Okay, so they're going to do a tournament so people. This is marketing. Good.
They got Saquon.
Yeah, got a list of other players. Let me see.
They have a full list. Here we go. Saquon
OBJ,
Barkley.
okay.
Tyreek Hill, Rob Gronkowski, Mason Crosby.
How's the kicking work? I don't know. I don't know all the. I mean, I've played flag football in some leagues in Tampa, and it's a different game. I was just telling him, like, I want Tyreek Hill as my rusher. You are not going to be able to scramble if Tyreek Hill is your pass rusher.
Yeah, so you don't want a Tom Brady as your quarterback in flag football.
I want Lamar and I want Kyler Murray. Yeah, like, I talked about this. I said, man, it's an Olympic sport now. We need to fucking win it. We're the U.S. So,
well, I know there was the big hoopla was that, like, Tom Brady was like, "Oh, we got to get the NFL players out
absolutely.
there." And
I've heard that Mike Evans might be retired by then, and he's going to want to play in the Olympics.
But good
for him.
The United States flag football champions said they deserve to be in it.
Well, just play, and you'll get beat by 40.
So you think they should do like a play-in game?
They should. Let's. I mean, but you need to have guys who are going to take it seriously for a little bit of time because we're trying to win a gold medal. And I mean, I've played flag football at a pretty high level, and the guys that have played it a lot have a great advantage of knowing the rules and knowing how to play the game. But that guy, I've seen him. His name's like Daryl something, right?
Yeah.
If you make Tyreek Hill the rusher or Jalen Ramsey the rusher, is that guy going to be able to scramble? No. That's the thing. You don't realize how these guys. I was a pretty good athlete and I could scramble. But when they would put these 5'9", 155 guys, 5'9" little freaking just straight lanky little athletes out there to rush, it was much tougher for me to scramble. So. That's what you want.
Here's the other guys. Saquon Barkley, McCaffrey, which I don't think he should even be sniffing.
He's had too many injury problems.
Exactly.
But Sauce Gardner, let him go rush the pass. But yeah, you want your defense is entirely cornerbacks and safeties.
Yeah, CD Lamb. Yeah, so you entire and then Max Crosby. One thing I can think is he's gonna like.
I mean, you're long, but I mean, is Lamar Jackson making Max Crosby miss one-on-one? Yes. Kyler Murray, yes. So you're like, but Brock Bowers, like Gronk, would have been great because, like, if you cover Gronk one-on-one, the guy's 6'6" with arms down to his knees. So
yeah, you could just you do
want some. You don't want all little tiny fast guys on offense. You size matters on offense.
Well, because you can kind of just throw it up too.
Oh, 100%. And on defense, like just like I was saying, Jalen Ramsey is a 6'1.5" corner with long arms, But I'm saying, like, unfortunately, there's really not a place for a Max Crosby or a Micah Parsons running the 4.4. So
I mean, even like a Tom Brady, there's no.
The USA is arrogant if they try to have a straight up drop back passer.
Well, I guess it all depends on the rules.
And we are arrogant with the US. We're better than everyone.
Well, of course, they call it the dream team. But I mean, I guess it all depends on the rules.
It does, but the quarterback scramble is a massive part of the game. There's also lots of double passing. You can throw the ball like a lot of times you catch it and you throw it right over and you could have Lamar and Kyler Murray on the field at the same time.
So it's going to be standard style of 5-on-5 flag football.
Oh, it's 5-on-5.
Yeah, what is it normally in flag football?
7.
See, defenders play a standardized flag, roughly 15 inches long by 2 inches wide, off a belt worn by each player. There are no offense or defensive alignment of either team. Oh, so you don't have a defensive.
Oh, it's 50 by 25. That's a small field.
And games.
I have never played that type. That's small.
Well, you don't have a defense. Each team will get 4 downs to attempt to cross midfield so you don't have rushers. Set of downs, get the ball back to the defense on its own 5. Interception gives the defense.
It doesn't even say anything about rushers.
Well, because you don't get a defensive lineman. And you only get 4 downs.
Well, no, there's no lineman. That means there's nobody.
No, I know, but I'm saying
that means everybody's eligible.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I think you have a rusher.
Each team defense can have a maximum of 2 blitzers that may rush the quarterback directly so long as all parts of the body or.
Okay, but 7 yards. So there's a cone at 7 yards, and that's where you have to be, and that's where you want your fastest guy. You want an unbelievably fast rusher. I guess. I mean, like I was saying, Tyreek Hill is the ideal rusher because he's so fast and so quick. But also like a Jalen Ramsey is long, and maybe you want someone who's 6'6" to rush the passer to try to bat down balls. But I still want somebody who's fast so that quarterback cannot scramble.
Yeah, no kicking. Yeah,
let's do the NFL picks.
Yeah,
for the week.
No kicking. What the hell is Max Crosby?
Max Crosby? Are you talking about Mason
Jesus
Crosby
Christ.
or Max Crosby?
Well, I'm looking at chat too. I'm looking at both. Sorry.
Oh my Lord, Lummy.
I know, Jesus.
All right, the games. Miami, Buffalo. I think everybody's going to be unanimous.
I mean, this is with the spread though too.
Are we doing?
Yeah, spread, man. You listen. You got the 15-1 last week or something like that. Something absolutely unbelievable. I think you had 12-4. But
all right, I'm gonna click the I'm gonna click the boxes for the winner, and I'm gonna circle the spread winner.
So yeah, open spread was 12.5. I mean, Miami against Buffalo.
I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo for both.
You're taking Buffalo for both?
Yeah.
I'm taking Miami in the spread. 12.5 is a lot in the NFL.
It is a lot. Atlanta minus 3.5. I'm taking them.
You take Atlanta. Yep. At Carolina, I don't think Carolina could bounce back. Green Bay at Cleveland, 9.5.
I'm taking Cleveland in the points.
I'm taking Cleveland in the points
but
too.
Green Bay to win the game. Houston's got to win this game, so I'm taking Houston overall.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville. Well,
I'm taking Houston on both.
Jacksonville, yeah.
Oh, the battle of the backup quarterback, Cincinnati, Minnesota. At Minnesota.
Who's a better quarterback? Who's better talent?
Got pretty good receivers in that game.
I'm taking Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota minus 3.
No, I'm going to take the points with the Bengals.
I'm taking Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota for the win and the points.
Pittsburgh, New England. 1.5 at New England.
Aaron Rodgers bounce back. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Pittsburgh minus 1.5.
Rams at Philly, 4.5. Man, the Phillies are on a roll. Rams defense is good though.
Phillies
4.5. That's a.
I'm taking Philly to win. Rams points. Backdoor cover. No, I'm gonna switch that up. I'm gonna take the Rams to upset them. That's my upset of the week.
Upset of the week, the Rams. I like it.
Yeah. All right.
Jets 6.5 against Tampa Bay. Well, I'm going Tampa Bay.
6.5. I'm taking the points also.
I was going to say a lot. Depends on the quarterback, but I know Taylor.
Taking the Bucks.
Indianapolis at Tennessee, 3.5.
Danny Dimes keeps it rolling.
Oh yeah, especially against Tennessee. I'm taking 3.5 and
keeps it rolling.
Vegas at Washington.
Might have a backup quarterback with the Redskins.
I'm taking Vegas.
I'm going to take Vegas.
5.5 too.
Mariota's a quitter.
Denver at the Chargers. Does Herbert still get it rolling?
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers and giving the 2.5.
Yep.
New Orleans, Seattle, 7.5. Oof.
I'm taking Seattle to win, but
you think Rattler gets rattled in Seattle?
That's a tough place to play. Lumen Field out there is tough, but no, the Saints will cover. Saints cover, but Seattle wins.
Dallas at Chicago.
Dallas.
Chicago's favorite too.
That's surprising. I mean, Vegas is smart, but I think Dallas wins.
I think Chicago gets its first win.
I train a couple people from Chicago, so I do enjoy having their meltdowns.
Yeah, they have them. Seth here loves them.
They have a lot of them.
Arizona at San Francisco.
Mayor of Munchkin Town.
Ooh, I like Kyle Murray. Yeah. Kansas City at New York.
I already said Kansas City. Kansas City's going to get back in the winning. They're still going to win 11 games.
A lot of points though. New York playing. I think Kansas City's mad. I think they're gonna take it to New York.
And then a good Monday night matchup at Baltimore. Detroit at Baltimore. 5.5.
Really good Monday night game.
Detroit obviously looked bad in week 1. Looked amazing in week 2 at Baltimore, who's looked good both weeks.
Does Detroit shut down Derrick Henry just like last week?
I'm going to take Detroit to cover, Baltimore to win.
I'm taking Detroit all the way. Given the points, Detroit wins by 7.
All right.
That's what I'm telling. I like it. Let's go USF. That's right. Listen, Greg, you tell them. Get out there. Support the team.
Yeah, man. I want to see a good crowd. Student section was great against Boise for a 5:30 Friday game, Thursday game.
Yeah, Thursday.
And student section was great. I'll be there Saturday. Students, come out. Noon games are always tough, but
people come out, man. USF's fun. It's fun.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game, and this team deserves to have 30,000 plus in the stands. They deserve a loud environment. Let's get this home win. Get to 3-1. Might get back in the top 25 if they win.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think they're the second team out receiving votes. So
I think they got 8.
And
10,
either Texas
12.
Tech or Utah is going to be out, and then get a couple other losses, get USF back in the top 25. If Arkansas beats, is it Arkansas, Missouri? Or is it South Carolina, Missouri? One of those teams. 2 teams lose, USF wins.
I think it's Arkansas, Missouri.
We'll see USF in the top 25 on next Tuesday.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grant.
Enjoyed it.
See ya.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabeto studios.
Aquabeto.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, you are looking up that if NIL, because I remember seeing an article maybe about a week ago about how NIL is just going absolutely insane and how these numbers are now reaching upwards of $6, $7, $8 million for like an Arch Manning, and I think it was reported that Shedeur Sanders made 6.5 last year, and
Bryce Underwood from Michigan's making a ton.
Yeah, do they have like a website that you can go to and it shows all the existing current college players that are in their NIL deals, and then it also goes like, I know football, college football is the big sexy. That's the sexy one. But does it go to, like, that number one volleyball player for LSU? Does it go to, like, a Caitlin Clark? Steph, the one thing I think Caitlin Clark did is that she really, really put a lot of attention on, or more attention, not only on the WNBA, but also on the NCAA women's basketball. I think there's more eyeballs on that too now because she paved the way for that.
Well, I mean, yeah, Angel Reese was making a ton of money, when she was in college. Juju Watkins is making a ton of money right now. I mean,
who's that girl that was the Caitlin Clark right after
Paige
Beckers?
Yeah, she's has a new endorsement deal every single day, and she was Rookie of the Year. So, yeah, there's going to continue to be a lot of money that's pumped into women's basketball. But
our men's basketball? I mean, that's probably the net. If you go down the line, although men's college basketball doesn't get near the eyeballs that football does, it's probably number 2 in college athletics. And it starts getting sexy come March Madness, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but the thing about college men's basketball is that those guys could go to the pros and make a ton of money.
I think the year is one year. I think you can go from college.
No, you just have
from high school.
You have to go 1 year to college.
Yeah, so 1 year.
Yeah. So the women can't go until like 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and then so they make a lot more money when they're in college. The guys can make money as freshmen, but if they're good, they're going to make that jump to the next level.
Now, Lummy is saying that there's high schools. Yeah. I'm sorry, that there's 39 states or however many states now that offer NIL in high school.
And these kids have sports agents already.
Yes. And I saw yesterday, Lummy, I think IMG of Bradenton is the number 5 rated high school football program in America.